everyone. I recently received a request to make a really simple video on how to create a custom style for Minecolonies, custom building style, right? So I'm going to make a really easy video to show everyone how to do it. Now, for everyone who never saw Minecraft before, this is the starting screen. Now to start your game, you click single player because you want to scan the things in single player, and then we make create new world, right? We want to make it in creative mode because we want to be able to edit the building easily without having to search for resources, and we want it to be super flat because this way we don't have to worry about any biome issues or similar. Done. So create new world. Then it's loading, and then you're the first time in super flat Minecraft. Now a few more things. It's good to adjust the difficulty to peaceful. This way you won't have any mobs. And then you click E to open the creative tab. Then you go up here to the next page. You'll see here Minecolonies. Let's get the build tool and the scan tool we're going to need. The town hall, and let's say with easy hut, the builder's hut. Now let's get some more materials. Where do we have it? A solid placeholder. No. Let's get these here. They are really fancy. Okay. Now to create the style, let's first make a colony so we can place the huts, and then let's place the builder hut here. First, let's turn off these messages here. Where are they? Here. Okay. So let's place the builder's hut here. And let's start constructing now. The solid placeholder block, make sure there's the solid surface. So for example, we want certain areas to be always solid. So there's no water, no air, and the builder doesn't fall off. So for example, it would be at least helpful to have some paths to the builder hut which he can walk on, right? Now the placeholder block, the normal placeholder block, make sure that the things stay in world. Let's say we want this area here to always stay how it is. Let's make it 3 times 3, right? So let's place some structures, right? Here, here, here. So okay, let's close this off here, here. Make a nice little house for our Mr. Builder here. Okay. Here as well, close this off. Here. Okay, so let's get a nice roof block. Really, no, not a Minecolonies. So there's some here paper wall as well. So let's add those windows in here. Yep, window here and here. Nice. And let's make a really cheap roof here. A few lantern blocks. She's not really happy with the lantern blocks making a roof. This, and let's make the rest with our shingles here. So this side as well. So it's always useful is to use the scan tool to duplicate things so we can build these things more easily. Just move it around, paste it. Okay, one more here, Now there's shingle slabs as well. Let's go here. Whoop. Nice. Done. So this is our neat little house. Now we're going to have to scan this as well. So let's make this here. No, here. So it's always good to have some lighting outside as well. So some torches, for example. Torch here, 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 and here. So here as well. Now we have to select the area, the whole area of the building. So for example, since we had these paths, we know the building starts here at the lower right corner and it goes to the upper left corner. It's no problem, we can also scan from the lower left to the upper right, or from the upper right to the lower left, or from the lower left to the down right, but we can't go from upper to upper or lower to lower, or from right to right or left to left, because then we won't scan in the whole area. So if we right click in the area now, we're going to see that we really selected it correctly. So left click on one block, right click on the other block. You can see down here it's actually selecting it here correctly. Now to save it, we right click again and we're going to see this GUI. And now there is a naming convention on these buildings. So the whole list I will link in our Wikipedia in the description, but for example the builder has to be called builder and then the number. So one really important thing is there shouldn't be any entities inside, because your builder won't be able to spawn them. So let's remove them and save the building. Now to find this yet, we have to go to the resource pack folder. So options, resource packs, open resource pack folder. So this brings us here. Now in the resource pack folder, we're going to go to the parent and we're going to see the Minecolonies folder here. We open it and we're going to see scans and schematics. In scans, in new, we're going to see the building which is scanned. So builder 1. So we're going to copy this here, go to back into schematics and create a folder for our style here. Let's call it super fancy video blame wizzy style. Okay, and inside here we paste the builder and can close it again. Okay, now done. Let's go back. We have to save and quit and reload our world. And when we reload it now here, can click with the build tool here. Whoop. Go to builder's hut. You're going to see, where is it? Super fancy video blame wizzy style. It's a bit too big to yeah, blame wizzy for it to do it. So one thing that's really interesting is we put these solid placeholder blocks here. So for example, I could have a chest and put it here. Let's place the building here. Let's tell our builder to build this building. So let's give him all the resources he's going to need. Call him here. Start building. So one thing which is really interesting is that he won't touch this chest. If you wouldn't put these placeholder blocks, he would remove the chests. But since they are there, they guarantee that whatever is at this position will stay there. Now, as you can see, he's building around it. He doesn't care for everything in this 3x3 area. This way you can build quite a few complex things quite handily, or make space for your tinker smeltery inside a building, or make space for some special storage area, or whatever you want, right? Okay, now besides that, there are a few other rules. So every building you scan, the builder's hut has to be in the same orientation. So if I scan this way, level 2, 3, 4, 5 have to be rotated in the same way, else it won't work. Second, you can't change the dimensions of your build. So since this build is in these dimensions, as we can see here, we can't change it ever. So this is builder 1, and builder 2, 3, 4, and 5 have to be of the same size, at least in the negative C, positive C, and negative and positive X directions. So you can expand it downwards and upwards without any problems, but the hut has always to stay in the same location on every upgrade, and it can't vary on the level. So even if you go further down or further up, the level must stay the same, or you're going to see that the building will start moving and behaving strangely, and your builder will freak out and it won't work. So besides that, there are a few other small details you need to take care of, since there are certain buildings which need certain items. So for official style to be approved, this wouldn't be possible, because our official styles have some rules, and this means that every building has to have certain requirements. So for example, let's get the builder again. Builder's hut, paste level 1, not the bird style, the wooden style. Yep, paste level 1, let's paste level 2. So to see the complexity, you can just take the wooden style. For example, this means on the first level of the builder, you should have only simple materials. Perfectly would be 2 different wood types, which you can choose, cobblestone and a structure of your choice. The second type should already have all 4 basic wood styles: stone, glass, and wool, crafting table, and furnace. The next style should have all wood styles, different types of stone, different types of wool. The 4th should have nether stuff, and so on and so on. Sorry. So, like these requirements, there are different requirements in every level. So the farmer, for example, should have hay bales. The cook needs to have shelves and furnaces, and so on. So after you made these styles, you can just scan them in, put them in the folder like I showed you, and use them in single player. To use them on a server, you need to put the styles at the same location I showed you, but on the server side, because you won't be able to use your custom styles on the server without being them installed there. But if they are installed on the server, even if they're not on the client, your client will automatically download the style from the server, and you don't have to update the client for it, which is quite handy. What else is there to say about custom styles? So we love receiving custom styles. We have a custom style server called the schematic server, which is only available for our Patreons, where Patreons can build styles, we can review them, and we can decide to put them in a mod pack. At the moment we got all our normal styles there to edit them and for people to be able to use them to orient them. And we got an Acacia style getting ready. We got a Star Wars style which looks awesome. And we got a minimalistic style as well. There are a few quite interesting styles, which a few of them are also on our official server folders already. You can choose them there. So the requirements of each building and how you have to name them, we will include all of these in the wiki to make it easier for you to choose the styles. Now, to close the game, you click escape and then save and quit. See you the next time.